welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Jen and we talk about beauty, skincare, and also my favorite topic, sunscreens, here on my channel. And I'm so glad you found my channel. So come say hi, come say hello in the comment section. Don't be shy. So today we're looking at a gorgeous palette from Pat McGrath. For some reason I just don't like these color. It's very gaudy. It's so gaudy, and it's like it's so out there. It's like chunky gold everywhere for some reason. I don't know. It's but the colors on the inside and the packaging just don't match. It's like completely different. It's like pinky colors on the inside, but the outside is like orangey red. But this retails for 78 or 75, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I think 78, I think. And yeah, part of the holiday collection. This is called the Celestial Odyssey. The last year was called Celestial Divinity, and so this year's collection, Celestial Odyssey. So this is the Mothership Mega palette, and the one she came out with last year, I should have brought it with me. What was I thinking? The color story is completely different, and the packaging is also different. That was completely cardboard and pretty lightweight. This is like the base, the top is cardboard, and also the base is also kind of cardboard, but this is the plastic, very similar to the Pat McGrath Mothership palettes, the same material, that kind of reflective material. So yeah, it does come with a mirror, and in the center it says, it has this, her logo, and it says PML, then a crown, and then like an eye with a tear with a little teardrop. So let's get started, guys. And then before I forget, this video also has like a little demo section. I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this look, this makeup look complete, not just eye look, the cheeks and lips and everything. And when I saw these promo pictures, not just like swatches, just the promo pictures, I thought of one palette, just one in particular, and I want to come and bring that palette here and show you guys, and let's see if we have dupes, or tell me what you guys think. Do you see some kind of similarity? Do you consider this a dupe or not? Up to you to decide. I don't exactly want to call it a dupe, but yeah, this is the collab palette, Butte Bean. I think her name is Jean, oh man, I think her name is in the box of the palette. I don't have the box. So Butte Bean is her like YouTube channel's name, and then Shroud Cosmetics, and it's Freakin Bats palette. This was a palette they came out last year for Halloween, and yeah, look at the colors: teal, light green, a little bit of lavender. The metallics, I do feel it's a little, because this palette has a lot of gold and that pinky tones, right? But what colors actually set this palette aside from others? I think that's the greens and the teal, right? And that little silvery lavender. So so the most unique colors, I feel I found them all together in this palette. So let's just take a look at, first let's do swatches. So we're going to do swatches of the Celestial Odyssey, and then the tutorial section, and then we'll do comparison, and then final thoughts. So don't forget to stick around for all of that. So let's get started on the swatches. So the first one is like a rosy pinky brown. Actually, I wouldn't call this a mauve shade. It's very pinky brown. There we go. Very pigmented. I gotta say, the mattes are like so pigmented. It's like so hard to describe. It's a rose gold. Metallics are just like, wow, guys, it's so good. The quality on this palette is just unbelievably good. I'm not gonna lie, it's so good. Such a rich rose gold. Then comes the yellow gold. We know there has to be at least 2 golds, right? That's just like a yellow gold, like a straight up, sorry, there's a lot of 6 swatches. This palette is so different from from last year's Celestial Divinity Mothership Mega, because that is just pinks, reds, and purples, which I love. Absolutely love that all these colors are together in one palette. This is my favorite out of all the shades. Every single shade in the palette, this is my absolute favorite. No fallout. Look at that. No fallout at all. And you'll see during the demo section that there's no fallout. It has like teal, pink shimmers. It's incredible. The quality is incredible. No chunk, no fallout. This is like a duochrome. This is actually a duochrome. This shade looks so dark in the palette, but that's what I used as my inner corner highlighter. It's actually a pink bronze kind of a shade. Very pretty, very pretty. And then dark brown. This is the shade I have in the outer V. Outer V is that one. It blends beautifully. It shows up so well. It picks up, I gotta say, the quality is kind of definitely improved. The quality on this is definitely better than the Celestial Divinity last year's. That is just like a champagne gold. Very, it looks very peachy, and I think it's very peachy too. It's also kind of like it applies well, but it's kind of like gritty to the touch. And then this is the terracotta. I am in love with the palette, guys, I gotta say. That's a terracotta. I know it looks kind of blends, but this is the terracotta you see in the lower lash line blended out. So it does like show up. It doesn't like blend away. So the orange tones definitely show up. I know in the swatch it just kind of doesn't like show up properly, but on the eyes it does. Then this is a cranberry red color. Look at that. Honestly, these eyeshadows, even in the pan, it doesn't even look like sparkly. It doesn't look foiled. It doesn't look like a melted metal. But look at the swatch. It's so foiled. It's really good. In the pan, it looks so understated, but it's not at all. It's like so good. I really wish this this silvery lavender shade was more lavender, because it looks so silvery. I really wish it was more lavender. I don't know, right now with the lighting it kind of looks darker, but it's not at all. It's very silvery, I gotta say. I wish it was more lavender and more richer. Like I wanted like a pastel lavender for dark skin. This is a beautiful like a pinky shade. This also really shows up well, like a coral shade. And then there is another duochrome. Look at that. This is kind of gritty and chunky. It's not like multi-chrome, but it has definitely like two tones to it. So this is that pinky shade, this right here. It's definitely kind of gritty and you can see the chunks, but again when you apply it on your eyes, there's no like eyeshadow falling out. And by the way, when I did the eye look in the demo section, I didn't apply any kind of like sticky base or any glitter glue to prevent the eyeshadow from falling out. This is just like eye primer. That is it. This is a bronze shade, very rich bronze shade. This is kind of powdery, I gotta say. This is kind of subtle and also powdery. You can definitely use this as a like matte eyeshadow to create like a dimension in the outer V. So, and then this is also a subtle color, and the formula is same as the bronze. Just these two are your soft shimmers, your old school metallic shimmer shadow. You know, it's not very impactful, but you can definitely, it's like very understated, and yeah, it doesn't emphasize any kind of texture or anything like that. And then we have the teal. Very pretty. Look at that. This teal looks so like subtle and it's kind of very mild looking in the pan, but so metallic and so amazing. It applies so beautifully on the eyes. This is another shade I have on the eyes. I have the black. I had to use that. I have the black, and then I have the teal. And then there is like a very bright orangey, so fiery, so pretty. It's not just your copper, it's a very orangey pumpkin coppery shade. It's basically an orange shade, and the formula is similar to these two. It's like your soft shimmer. It's not very it's not foil like this or the other metallic shadows. This is like a very beautiful taupey, olivey kind of a gold. It's actually kind of dirty gold. It's kind of different, I gotta say. And I feel the difference might really pop well when you pair it with kind of like a olive green. This by itself kind of looks like just like a champagne shade, right? I think you gotta pair it with the right colors to make the taupe color come out. And then just the star of the show, I think, is this shade. Wonderful. Just look at that green, guys. Just look at that green. Very pretty. Again, this also has like chunky glitter. I think the formula on this is very similar. Let me just show it to you in the pan. The formula on this is similar to this. These two have the chunky glittery formula, but no fallout or anything like that. So yeah. So those are all the swatches. So let's see how they apply on the eyes, and then let's go into the comparisons next. Let me quickly come closer and show you guys the look I have going on, and that's the look I'm gonna recreate. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna be using this kind of terracotta color. Very pretty color, actually, and also so pigmented. I also already have like some base. You see that? The color instantly comes to life. I know it kind of like mixes in with the pink, but that pink is just like a base that kind of like sets and does not move. So, and then I'm going to be using this brown color in the outer V. And again, that brown is actually pretty dark. You can see that. And it also blends really well. Yeah. I really need to get rid of this mirror protector. It's like, yeah, it's better. So I'm going to be doing the exact same thing in the lower lash line. I'm trying to get these. Okay, I got it. I'm going to line my lower lash line with that same brown. And then use the same big fluffy brush and use the terracotta to blend that brown out. Yeah, you can see the terracotta really well, I think. So let's get into the metallics, the fun part. So I'm going to be using the black. I know it looks, it has a lot of green shimmers. And right now I don't have any kind of sticky base. I just have like a sticky eye primer, but I topped it off with like you know, like really good base that doesn't crease, but my lids are not exactly sticky, so we'll see how it goes on. That's pretty good, right? It really goes on well, and no fallout. I don't see any fallout. So inner 1/3 and outer 1/3. That's what we're gonna do. I don't want to bring it too much inside. take another eyeshadow, and then I'm picking up this teal, and I want the teal to be more prominent. Yeah, the teal is really, the formula on the metallics is so good, guys. It's so good. It's done so well. Then I'm just gonna turn the brush around and pick this beautiful green. So sparkly, and pop it in the middle. I want to use my finger because it's like so soft, and I kind of want to take it up like the way I did here. That is it. Such a simple look, but looks super glamorous. It's such a party look, to be honest. It's so good. I love it so much. So I'm gonna be applying mascara and then eyeliner, and I will be back. Alright guys, I am back with liner, mascara, and everything. One thing I forgot is I forgot to do the inner corner highlighter. I used this shade right here. I know it looks so dark, but it is not a dark shade at all. It's so rosy bronze. It's a pink bronze color. Look at that, it's so brightening. It's not dark at all. Surprisingly very different color. So that's the shade I have as an inner corner highlighter. So let's do something for the cheeks. So I'm gonna be using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Universe Locked, Unlocked, something like that. I don't remember. So the highlighter, just right here. That's it. I did do a review on this palette and compare the Ambient Lighting Power, this big face powder, with the original. So in the full size, I mean, and definitely take a look at that video. I will link it down below, and I'm going to be using this light pink, baby pink, as my blush. So that is it. And let's also finish it off with the finishing powder in Radiant Light. That is the darkest powder that ambient lighting powder that Hourglass has. I'm just going to put it all over my face. There we go. That's it. I guess for the lips, I have a Pat McGrath. I do have, like, you know what, maybe I should take it out. Do have, oh, I have like a paper towel in my pocket. This is Flesh 6 from Pat McGrath's Lust Gloss. This is such a fantastic color. Look at that color, so pretty. And it smells amazing, smells so delicious. So that is the final look. Hope you guys like this look. Tell me, do you have this palette? Are you gonna buy it? What do you guys think? Leave it down below in the comments section. Now, I said that the first palette that came to mind when I saw the pictures, the promo pictures, was this one. I don't know if anybody else thought of this. This is called it's Freakin Bats. This is actually a collab between Butte, Bean, and Shroud Cosmetics. Shroud Cosmetics is an indie brand, and I saw the what reminded me is this teal and then light green, and then there are two light greens, and then there's a dark teal, the teal, and then there's also a pale lavender color. You see all these three colors in the palette in this guy, right? So this combination I've only seen in this palette. This is the only palette that came to mind. I don't want to call it like a dupe, but sure, like a possible dupe for sure, right? Like, because I've never seen a palette that has all these colors together. I'm sorry guys, there's somebody like construction work going on. So all of these colors together, this is the only palette that I have, at least. So let's see if we can find any dupes. So I wanted to swatch the teal. Let's start with the teal. This teal. That's the dark teal from Pat McGrath's. Very, very pretty. It's more like a dark dark green, like an emerald green. This is like more blue, right? This is more blue for sure. That's more blue. Yeah, more blue and much more vibrant too. Such a vibrant color. So that's Pat McGrath, and this is from its Freakin Bats. And then let's test the pale lavender, because I'm curious about the pale lavender. The pale lavender basically looks very silvery. I don't even consider that a pale lavender on my skin tone. Look at that. I don't know. It just looks so silvery. I guess if someone tells it is a very pale lavender, then you kind of like try and make it look like imagine it's a pale lavender, but otherwise no. So there are two kind of purples here. These two, like a greenish purple. It's a green purple, and there is, hang on, I gotta wipe my finger. And then there is a golden purple. So there are like two kinds of purples. Let's see. Let's try the golden purple. Oh, that actually, that's not bad, right? Then that is the bluish purple. Duochrome actually. So I think the golden purple, which is called Apparition, is definitely a dupe. Definitely, I think it's a dupe, and in fact it looks more purple than the Pat McGrath's one. So I do think the purples are like a little bit of a match. And then let's check out the light green. This like kind of like green right here. Very pretty. Such a unique green. I gotta say, this is such a unique green. There is no contention at all. What am I saying? Contention? There are two greens again. These two. I think this is more silvery and this is more lime green. But I think if we combine both, we could get this color. Right? Let's put the color Sam over that. Yeah, I think you kind of do get that kind of a green. But still, I gotta say, the Pat McGrath one really looks pretty. It really does. It's so shimmery. It's like it's like jewel. It's like a jewel. It's like shining like a jewel. Very beautifully formulated. So what else? I don't think we have anything else, to be honest. But those two, this kind of color story is what makes this palette unique. The dark teal, the light green, and then that very pale lavender, and that black too. Yeah, those colors are what make this palette a little unique. So I just thought that this one, it's Freakin Bats palette, is also a super unique palette. So I just wanted to just come on here and show swatches. So what do you guys think? Do you have this palette? Do you consider this palette like a dupe for the Pat McGrath? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. So that is kind of what I wanted to come on here and do and show you guys, do a little demo and do a little swatches and comparison. Tell me everything. What do you guys think? Give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.